rolling. The
They're
small
not.
red
Yeah,
circle's
yeah, yeah.
rolling, right?
Okay, so it's rolling now.
I can't see from here.
Yep.
I think it's rolling.
Red.
Okay, so this is your standard live view. It's going to default to this layout when you walk away from the recorder. The ones that have no link in the middle, that's just empty spots on the recorder because of how we had to lay out the cameras. You're going to have those empty ones in the middle there. Okay, so don't think that they're not being recording or anything like that. Or you're missing cameras. It's standard layout. Take the mouse here, and you can double click. This is a left click on any camera to go to full screen. So if I want to go here, I can double click on that camera and it goes to full screen.
Wow, that
Double
was
click,
good.
it takes it back. And you can do that on any camera. So if you want to come up here and double click on that one, again, full screen. And then double click takes you back. Okay? If you want to zoom in on a camera, let's just choose this one again. Down here at the very bottom is some controls here. So what you're going to look for is the digital zoom. It's like the little plus sign with the magnifying glass. You can click on that, and then you can use the little wheel on the mouse and kind of zoom in on an area
Super cool.
as it zooms in. Okay,
It's full zoom.
that's full zoom there. Okay, and there's max on that side there too. Okay.
Should
When-
park my truck in the driveway.
When you're done with the zoom, if you right click one time, it's going to take you back one screen. So you're back out to the normal view here, and now you can double click, left click, and it goes back to your standard multi-screen layout there. Okay? For a playback, basically what you want to do is you want to bring up the menu. And to bring up the menu, you're going to right click anywhere, it doesn't matter where on the screen, and it's going to bring up all of your little play icons and everything else here, all your camera names, etc. But the playback icon that you're going to look for is the top left here where it says playback. So if I click on that, it's going to take me into playback and it's going to list all of the cameras here on the left. You can drag this down here and view all like 20-ish cameras, whatever you guys have. I don't remember now. The system will do up to 32, so you have room for expansion in the future. So you'll select which camera you want to do. So let's just use the office entry here, for example. And then down here on the left is your calendar. So any day there's recording, there's going to have a blue little triangle on that day. So obviously, since we put it in last Tuesday or a week and a half ago, there's been recording every single day. When the system fills up, it's going to start recording over the old stuff first. So you don't have to do anything. It'll start deleting Tuesdays to 5th stuff first, and it's going to be a block that kind of rolls through the timeline there, okay? So if I go to, let's go to the 13th here on Wednesday, double click on that. Down here at the bottom is a 24-hour timeline, okay? So you can see all the little individual clips. Basically the blue lines is motion detection there, okay? So right now it is playing. You can come down here and speed up. Maybe. What the heck?
Wednesday? What was it?
Oh, it's because I'm on
Is that
small.
Perry?
No, there we go. You can come down here and speed up. So now it goes to times 2, times 4. You can kind of see up here the time is kind of flying through there. Looks like your security is here.
Yeah.
Yep.
At about 2 in the morning. Okay. Now I know sometimes it's hard to see all these little individual lines here. So what you can do is you can zoom in on this 24-hour timeline. So see how right now it's on a 1 day, 24 hours. So if I click back here, I can go down to 12 hours. I can go down to 1 hour. I can even go down to, I believe, like 5 minutes. So it's displaying every 5 minutes there. So it's easier to see some of these clips. So usually about an hour is pretty decent. So now you can easily drag, click and hold, drag and drop. And it's going to jump to the next clip there. Okay. Now, just because there's motion there doesn't mean there's truly someone there. This is just motion detection. So windy nights or the bushes moving and an animal walking through here will trigger it. So don't worry about if you see tons of motion. It's not necessarily someone walking around here. Okay, the camera's going to record anytime it sees moving. It doesn't really care what it is. Okay, but you can kind of drag it through here and kind of speed up and go through your timeline. Now, what's nice about this is you can do what they call a smart search feature, and basically it helps eliminate some of this unnecessary motion to help speed up the process of finding things that you're looking for. So to do that, you're going to come over here to the bottom left next to normal. It says smart here. You're going to click on this, and then this little box down here, you're going to want to draw quadrilateral here. It's intrusion detection. I'm sorry, motion. Do the motion now. And draw an area that you're kind of concerned about. Like you want to see these people kind of walking up here. So you click and hold, let off, and then click this little search button here. And now anytime it saw movement inside that box there, it's going to put little lines on the timeline here. So we'll see what's going on here. It could be, it's picking up the, the little leaves down here. Let's go to the next one.
What are the blues?
Those are the standard motion. So this
Oh.
is motion outside of the box that you drew. The
Okay.
red is inside the box that you drew. I
Okay.
think it's picking up this right here. So let me do this. Let me clear it here with the little trash can here. Let's draw it again here. Let's do something like right here. See if we can pick something up there. Click search. Here we go.
This guy looks suspicious.
He
Yeah,
does.
it does.
He's looking right at the
We're looking
camera. He's scoping it out.
He's mean mugging our cameras.
Case in the joint.
So see how it's jumping now to each individual clip? So it's going to automatically jump to the next red line here.
His accomplice.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Maybe the shadow.
Go out in the field, you get some of Bob's moles.
I know. I was just thinking I could really keep an eye on the Gophers. You know what they're doing and when.
So-
Highlighted go for
That is kind of how you would do like the smart search, which really helps. You can see we found 2 people there. You can get really small with your boxes there. Laura walking through here again. So you're not, you're skipping like 4 hours right there from that last jump to the next jump or 2 hours, I should say, motion that's happening elsewhere that you didn't care about. So you're not sitting here for 20 minutes trying to find a certain clip. You can find certain clips in a matter of minutes.
Clip on the, put a little red box on those raven, or the crow.
Out here, like in the field somewhere.
Yeah, see him?
Let's do something like that. And we'll do the search. And well, it's picking him up right now. Picking up the car. You can see how many more red lines we have now.
Right.
Now we bigger box. Put the birds.
Okay, now we see that's a crow. Is there one that says go to next incident?
It automatically jumps.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's automatically jumping. So it's like that 5-second pre and post record. So it's gonna show you the clips 5 seconds before and about 5 seconds after, give or take a little bit, and then jump to the next clip.
Mm.
So here comes the person back.
And the orange or the blue shows how long that motion is.
The blue in the background right now is motion detection for the whole camera. The red is showing you just motion detection inside that box you drew.
Right.
So you can see how much we're eliminating right now
Yeah.
by jumping. You're eliminating a lot of the bushes
That's
moving and
smart.
stuff like that.
That is good.
The bird just flew right through the corner there. So you can see how it can really help you,
Mhm.
especially if you're looking at a camera on a door. You want to see strictly, if there's people walking up, you can do a little box right around the door there, and it's gonna just kind of start playing it through there for you, and you can easily find that clip that you're looking for. Okay.
So then how do you exit from this mode to get back to regular live watch?
So there's multiple ways. So anytime you're inside the menu like I am right now, a right click on the mouse will act as a back button. So if I right click, it's gonna take me back one. Actually, I lied. Nope. You gotta come up here to live view. Come up here to live view,
Okay.
and then click on that, and it takes you back.
Okay.
That's the DVRs that do the right
Yeah.
button, not the NVRs. And then you're back here in live view. So this top left icon, if this is highlighted, you're currently looking at the live view. Okay. Let me show you guys how to save a clip. So let's go back into the playback here. And let's go to, oops, gotta select the camera first. Let's go to yesterday. Let's go, see I'm on Smart Search right now, so I can come over here, click on this, and then we're gonna clear it. And then let's do again something like right here. And then hit search. And then let's go, let's see what happened here. Try to go by. I think it picked up the flashing light.
Yeah,
See
I
right
love
here?
that.
Right on the sidewalk.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, neighbors must love that.
What time is that?
It's 4:15.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's go. Let's
They're
go.
actually
I want to see a human.
emptying the bin
Yeah.
at 4:15. Wow.
Goodness.
So let's just say you guys needed to save this clip because this FedEx driver, we're going to use him as an example. Poor FedEx driver. He walked over here and he threw the box, against the door and just walked away and broke the item that was inside of it. You wanted to save it, for evidence or whatever. So basically, what you would do is you would find the area that you want to save and hit pause, like I did down here at the bottom. And then down over here, you got your little clip icon. So if I click on this, it's the little scissors here. It's going to put two little white lines here on the timeline. So you're telling it what areas you want to save. So you can drag this over here like this. Drag this side a little closer, and we can even zoom in here on the timeline here. So we can see, okay, because we don't need to save 40 minutes worth of video clips when it's only a 10-second clip that you're really concerned about. So you could do something like this here. And oops. Come on. Can't see that from here. There we go. Drag that over like that. So now you're telling the system that you want to save video clips between here and here. And you can give or take a little bit. It's better to record a little extra
Yeah.
than not enough, like you're going to miss something. Okay? So once you got your two lines saved, basically we're going to come over here and hit this little save icon. It's going to say export clip. And you're going to want to choose the video and log and then hit OK. It's defaulting to that. And then if you would have to put a flash drive in the recorder, which is in the the room back there, so you have to have a physical flash drive in the unit. And then it would show up right here, and then you would just hit OK, and it would dump the clips to the flash drive, and then you can save it for your records, give it to the police if it was an incident that needed to be saved, for police evidence or something like that.
So is that MP4?
You can choose whatever you want. You can do MP4 or AVI, either or, and it'll save it that way for you.
Okay.
So
And what kind of plug does the flash drive have?
it's a USB flash
USB?
drive. Yep. There's an available slot right in the front of the recorder. You can even get one now, like a little 4 terabyte one. Plug it in there, so it's in there. Let it sit there, and then eventually, if you need it, it's there. It's ready to go. You can just save it, and it'll dump the flash drive or dump it right on there for the flash drive.
Now, one quick question.
Yeah.
I could take, it's the slot right next to where I plug the mouse into?
Yep. There's 2 slots there. You can just go right above or below, whichever one's not.
So it doesn't matter which
Nope,
one?
nope.
I could swap them or
You can
whatever?
swap them, absolutely.
So if I just get a little short 1-foot flash drive, a 1-foot USB extender,
Mhm.
that way I can put it outside
Outside
the
the cage,
door.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That's what we do.
I'd recommend if we have to record MP4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a default, like, I don't know if it was AVI or something. It's all proprietary, which made it hard to do playback.
Our last one was horrible.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
understand
yeah.
because it helps hold up in court more because you can't edit it so easily.
Yeah.
So you can do both or any, or MP4, so you can play it on any sort of player that handles MP4 and it'll play on it. So you just take it to your computer, plug it in, you know how to do that, and open it up and play it.
Now, can you set MP4 as default?
You can, so you can just
So
just
you'll
select
set that.
MP4 like that and then hit OK, and it'll save it as an MP4.
So anytime you hit to default, it'll go there?
No, you would physically have to hit MP4.
Oh, okay.
What's also nice.
What is default? Proprietary?
It's proprietary,
Oh, I
yeah.
know.
It is. I forget what it is, but what's nice is if I go back one screen here and I want to save it again, you can click on just the player and hit OK, and it's going to put the player that plays all of the clips onto the flash drive. So at that point, you can just open up the player and then hit open on the player itself. Is like a file open. Click on that, and you would see all the clips and you can play them from there. So it can give you the default. I forget, it's called VS Player, I think. It's Hikvision's own player, and it'll play all the clips for you too. So, worst case scenario, just dump the player on the flash drive and you're good to go. It'll play on any computer at that point. Okay?
So have you found that when there's an instance of a crime and you need to have that footage,
Mhm.
is it good to do both as the default, which is proprietary and less editable, as well as the
It really depends on how serious it is, in my opinion. If it's something pretty serious, then I would do both and maybe even do a third flash drive or a second flash drive and keep for yourself. If it's just something just to keep, like, say, for example, the FedEx driver through
Yeah.
the box, it's not the end of the world. You
Right.
can just do one and call it a day. It's just for your records. And if there's something that you think might be important in the future, but you're not 100% sure, save it on the flash drive, because if 2 months down the road you're like, oh, I really needed that, and you go back and it's no longer on the footage, well then there's tough luck. You don't have it anymore. So I always tell customers, if it's something that you think you might want, whether it's 6 months down the road or whatever, save it to the flash drive. You can still even leave it plugged into the
Right.
unit, and it's just gonna sit there and won't delete it off the flash drive. You have to physically delete it.
Right.
But is there a benefit to using the default setting? As
The
opposed to
the only benefit of them giving you the option going to like MP4 is the usability of playing
Right.
on a computer.
Right. But as you said, it's editable and could
It could be,
possibly
yeah,
challenged
so
in court.
Most recorders have their own proprietary software that plays proprietary video, so it holds up in court better. So if
So-
you're not sure,
Yeah.
do it the default one,
Okay.
put the player
So
on
in a
there,
real crime,
so
do
that
both.
you know when the jury or whoever's got to look at it, the DA,
Yeah.
they know it can't be messed with.
That's
at
good
least
to
very
know.
easily.
That's good
okay?
to know.
So,
Yeah.
and then again, when we're done here, we'll hit cancel here, and then we'll go back up to, and you can always come back down here to your normal. So you're back to your normal motion detection only. Go back to 24 hours here, so it's all default, and come back up here to live view. Other than that, that's about it.
What are the other tools in the tool chest up top?
Tom, this is mainly for programming the system, which is
Okay.
already done. Enabling cameras, setting the parameters,
Yeah, we
the
don't
recording. You would never really get into that. It's either going to be live view or playback.
Got it.
If something were to happen and I needed to walk you through with a phone or something out how to do a change, I would at that point. Like click on this icon, go down to here. It's rare, but
When you view it on your phone, is it
Mhm.
gonna have the same format?
it's a little different. Same kind of like your playback, it'll be something similar. You'll have a calendar. You can slide through the timeline. You just can't do a smart search on the phone. It's strictly motion detection only. So it'll show all the little lines on there. You can kind of slide through there and stop at whatever time you want, and it'll play the clip for you, and then continue to slide until you find what you're looking for. So if you're like, okay, something happened over the weekend, it's been 48 hours, you're better to come to here so you can smart search it and you're gonna find it in 15 minutes versus on your phone doing this for 2 hours trying to find, what happened.
It's more for live view, right?
It's more for live view, or worst case scenario, like you go, something happened last night, you can kind of go back and look at the certain things, let's just say, for example, let's just pick a random camera here. Someone,
Choose a driveway camera, and I want to see what the license plate looks like.
where's it at?
Is that the bottom one, Doc?
Over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right
the
there.
bottom.
Yeah, that'll work.
Playback. Called it main exit for you.
And you know the guy came in at 4:15.
Nighttime's tough though, cause it's backlit.
Well, that's what I want to see. Supposedly it blanks out the headlights.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult.
Those
because
lights
it's
are
so
good.
low.
Yeah, those lights are gonna wash it out.
Let's do this. There we go.
No way.
Oh. I will.
Let's see a daytime version of that.
I will increase the frame rate on this camera too, the 2 driveway cameras, to help with the blurring because they're kind of driving through there fairly quick.
Mhm.
That's a security guy?
Yeah.
It's a security company. There.
Zoom? Okay.
So let's go.
So he probably wouldn't have got his license plate.
But if you increase the frame rate, it'll get rid of the blur.
It'll help get rid of some of the blur. Yep.
Nighttime's just gonna be tough because of those lights on the building and the headlights.
Yeah.
Now let's see what this guy's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks suspicious right there.
It's still a
We're
tough
still
angle
not
though.
getting the light. Well, back him up a little bit though,
Medium
and then
is-
really zoom. There you
There it
go.
is.
Oh yeah, you got my license right
Yeah,
there.
awesome.
7S.
And that looks like that's still somewhat, that must have been a morning shot, cause it looks like it's midday.
It's 9:54 a.m.
No.
Yeah, so it's still backlit a little bit, so in the afternoon it would be really good.
Mhm.
Now, we could help that dock by putting a light pointed this way,
Mm.
right? You know what I'm saying? Because the backlight on the building itself as well as headlights at night.
Yeah, tough in the morning and the sun's gonna come up, so.
Yeah, so
Afternoon is the
so
best.
that was pretty impressive right
Yeah.
there with some backlight. How about the other end of the park, the one down
This
there?
one?
Yes,
There you go.
yes, sir. if they in fact have a license plate.
Yeah, last couple of incidents, they didn't have license plate.
Really?
Yeah.
We got beautiful pictures of their face, but no license plate.
Catalytic converter got ripped in our back parking lot, and the guys came in without front or back license plates, but they looked right at the camera, and the detectives knew who the guy was.
Oh,
so,
they did.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Well, they apparently passed the video around all the detectives look at
Mhm.
those, and one of them said, "Hey, I know that guy. I've arrested him before."
Why is that not surprising?
Nothing like a repeat offender.
Let's pick up something
Hmm?
here. I think
The
it's-
problem with this camera is every car that drives
Yeah,
by in
the
Florham
light.
Road sets it off.
Well, I've cropped it out now.
Yeah, he's cropped it up.
I've cropped it out. It's picking up something here. I think it's the fog or something that it's seeing,
Wow.
or the there's a bug flying around here. Oh, it's a bug.
Yeah.
You see that?
Hmm.
Yeah, we gotta
It's
keep
triggering
the spiders, and once a week we need to wipe the cameras.
Yeah, we can set Robert and Letitia up to do that.
Yeah.
Especially this one. It's
Yeah.
like the
This
spider
is, this is our
webcam.
best. Our
Especially
best
when you
view.
put your thing over the top of it, they love that.
But we need to do some more trimming over there too.
With the smart search, that's really making it nice.
Yeah.
So that's gotta be picking up something driving by with that little box.
It's just
There's a lot
da-
of-
dang bug flying around.
Yeah, try to find something during the day.
Okay, and the
Persistent little bugger.
oops, let me go here.
Like in the morning, there should be a vehicle pulling in. Between 8 and 9 a.m. maybe.
Let's see, we're just gonna jump to the next one here in a second.
There we go.
There we go.
This guy looks like a musician. Okay, let's stop that right there.
I gotta increase that. I can tell from here I gotta increase the
Zooms.
the frame rate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with the old cameras, boy, we pick up the license
Yeah,
real
I
nice.
can increase the frame rate. We probably went full frame on that last system, and I'll do full frame on these two.
Awesome.
So it'll pick that up better.
Yeah.
Well, as I've told Doc, I think those are our two most important cameras, because you can
Yeah.
have any kind of stuff going on, and if facial, they're wearing masks now and hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to capture a license plate going in and out.
Yeah.
That's your best detection of at least something that's crime related.
Yeah, it can come up. I can tell from here it can come up. So I'll fix that for you guys.
Okay. Awesome.
Any other questions on here while we're still recording?
I'm good.
Okay.